Since the beginning of the year, 7,286 people have complained to the FDA about pain and other complications caused by a plastic mesh used to fix hernias. 200 fewer complaints than all of last year. A growing number of people suffering from this common hernia fix. And tonight, a doctor explains why it shouldn't be so common.
Take the lids off, put it in the box.
Moving is never easy.
Take the lid off, son. Thank you. Thank you so much.
It's even harder when you're recovering from your 9th surgery.
I wish somebody would have told me, don't do it, don't do it.
Carmen Pacheco endured years of pain following what should have been a simple hernia repair, a surgery that cost her more than her health.
We have to move because it's so expensive and he's the only one working. I can't work. We have to get a cheaper, smaller house.
I thought, this is it. I'm just going to have to live with this for the rest of my life.
59-year-old Dominic Drisden never fully recovered from the hernia surgery he had in 2006.
A few months later, as I was getting better, I noticed that I couldn't sit up out of bed. It was like a very sharp, burning pain, like somebody was stabbing me with a knife. And that went on for years.
Both Dominic and Carmen had hernia repair surgery using mesh, a plastic material that looks like a window screen used since the 1980s. It has become increasingly common in recent years because it seemed to last longer, took less time, and was inexpensive to produce.
It was pushed very hard by all the manufacturers because the profits are so high from mesh. A piece of mesh maybe costs $1 to make, and they were charging thousands of dollars to do this.
California surgeon Dr. William Brown has performed thousands of hernia surgeries, but no longer uses mesh.
After about a year of using the mesh, the patients started coming back with chronic pain, stiffness, and other problems, and I ended up having to remove mesh from many of the patients I'd put it into.
He is one of the few surgeons in the country that does only pure tissue repair.
And I came to the conclusion that, this was stupid. Why go from something that was working perfectly well to something that had all these complications to it? So I went back very quickly to doing a pure tissue repair for hernias, and I've been doing that ever since.
Patients like Dominic seek him out to remove what other doctors put in.
A few weeks later, I was able to actually sit up out of bed, no pain whatsoever.
I used to weigh 225 pounds. I weigh 125 pounds.
Carmen recently had her mesh removed too by a doctor in Maryland, but after a decade of suffering, her recovery has been slow.
He did a total reconstruction of my abdomen.
Her family suffers too, a pile of medical bills forcing them to try to find a cheaper place to live.
I feel a little bit better, I do. But my life has changed completely. I'm never going to be the same. Never.
I'm hoping that your interview here and your pushing more information out there will help the government see that this is a major problem and hopefully get legislation together to help protect the patients.
Carmen will still need at least one more surgery, but her doctor said she will need to wait about 8 months. If you or your loved one have a story about a medical device, please share it on our KVUE Medical Device Dangers Facebook page. For the KVUE Defenders, I'm Terry Gruca.